Whenever I was in the fourth grade, I was no different from my peers in that I disliked reading. I felt like it was another punishment from the teachers or another way to pass the time. I was breezing through school, giving the bare minimum effort required, which luckily for me was still A's and B's. But everything changed whenever I started reading the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Rick Riordan is the author of the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, along with the Kane Chronicles and the Heroes of Olympus. Rick Riordan has written several series following multiple mythologies, such as the Romans, Greeks, and Egyptians. An interesting fact about him is that he created the Percy Jackson series as a bedtime story for his oldest son. The effect that Rick Riordan has had on me is that he got me interested in reading. Other books hadn't been able to keep my attention, but Riordan books had me engrossed in the story. He helped build my imagination. I only liked reading picture books in the beginning because without pictures, I would lose interest and my mind would wander to other subjects. Because of how invested I was in the story, I wanted to act out the scenes in my head, which helped my imagination grow as I continued reading. Riordan gave me a positive role model that was near my age. Percy Jackson, who was the main character of the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, was 12 at the beginning of the book, and I was only 10 at the time. Percy showed a level of commitment that I had never seen in someone close to my age. No matter the circumstances, he would always get back up and continue fighting. Even if the odds were stacked against him, he would still fight because it was the right thing to do. Percy Jackson showed me that just because I was young didn't mean I couldn't be extraordinary in my own ways. I didn't have to be the smartest or the strongest, I just had to do the best that I could do, and that was what mattered. Writing gave me the mindset that I have about reading. The reason I enjoy reading so much is because I imagine myself as the main character. Each story is another journey that I can go on and have a countless number of memorable experiences. If I'm the main character, everything happening to them happens to me. An example will be losing somebody. All emotions that would come to the main character if a loved one is lost, I feel like that happens to me personally in real life. The effect of me reading Riordan's books is that my academic ability increased. I started reading more often, and because of that, my vocabulary increased. I could also comprehend more complex situations and stories, which helped me in my reading classes. I could analyze character change and their motivations, which improved my ability to understand people in real life as well. Because I had a better imagination, writing stories for writing class became a lot easier as I could come up with more intricate scenarios to incorporate into my stories. I also started applying myself more in school, which so I could do the best that I could possibly do. And because of that, my grades went from A's and B's to all A's. In conclusion, Rick Riordan has helped me shape me to be who I am today. Because of his stories, I became excited about reading books. My imagination grew. He gave me a positive role model that was near my age, and I wouldn't be who I am today without him.